Adkins, your list.
Hit me, baby.
We spoke about most of them. Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah.
Yep, you've heard that already if you've been a subscriber to this feed. Ghost of... Why do I keep wanting to say Ghosts?
Ghost.
But it is Ghost of Tsushima.
It's the Ghost.
It's him rising from the ashes. It looks like people slaughter his fucking village and he's the only one left.
That film, The Last Samurai, didn't that happen in that?
No, I didn't watch
fucking
it.
Keanu, isn't it?
No. Marvel Avengers. We've spoken about it. The anthem of life. We then got 3 individual games. I'm not sure one of them is necessarily a hype jobby, but obviously this is your fantasy gaming team, so they're there to be getting scores. Yeah. But we briefly mentioned Dreams last time, and I am half tempted to pick this up. Not to design, because it looks insane, but just to play what other people have done. I've seen people recreate Metal Gear Solid. I've seen people recreate Uncharted. I've seen people recreating Nintendo games on there, and I just think, my goodness, how powerful is this? And the great thing about the internet, a lot of people slag it off because it's toxic, and it is. It's horrible sometimes for people that give a shit. But you want something done and created... Good Lord, is there a lot of talented people out there that will invest their time into it? And it seems like Dreams is getting that sort of push. And it could be really interesting to play it. Because someone, you know this, someone's going to remake PT.
Yeah, it sounds like it's already been done.
Yeah.
And it's already reduced at a price of £35.
Where? How?
Amazon, right now, £35.
Is that a reduced job?
I think that's just the price of it.
If that's the price of it, I'm day one in it.
This will be released.
Honestly, I will. And just take the gamble.
14th of February, done. What's it called? Valentine's Day. You could you could make a game about your cock.
Yeah, you can. Until they take it down, you can essentially do that.
And it looks...
Has this got any interest for you?
What's that, sorry?
Has this got any interest
for
you?
It has, yes.
You can't complete it, Adkins. Oh, actually, I say that. There are 3 standard games that you can play through, apparently.
I was going to say, well, there's a lot of, like in the trailers, there's a lot of, crafted worlds that I assume that the developers have made. Also, on my PS3, I purchased Little Big Planet, which is the same people, I believe. Yeah, Molecule, is it? Yeah, that made this. So, and that was another sort of crafting type thing, but it does interest me, I've got to say. I'd like to say I'd pick it up on day one. It depends, but if it comes out,
it's 35 UK pounds on the Sony Interactive Store.
Oh, digital, get it on there. So if you're buying it and you go, look, I've just put it in, I've got access to a PT fucking thing here.
Got a fucking code here to redeem, 35 quid from Christmas. I'm just going to do this whilst we chat.
Yeah, that was a day one. So I've got to say it does interest me, and the more I see of it, the more I do think, fucking wow, this is awesome. But it's definitely one of those games that I'll have no interest in making shit myself. But this sounds like the fucking possibilities are endless. They made that. Yeah,
because you can it's got its own music beat creator in it. It's got.
They made their presentation with it, didn't they? They've done all the little sort of they called skits in between each part and stuff. Yeah, incredible. Explore, play in an ever-expanding dreamverse, bursting with creativity. Do you want
to know the big concern?
What's that?
Is that we get this PS5
and they go
aim
backwards. It's the only game that ain't.
And then you got to rebuy it or reset all the. They can't.
I don't think they could do that. Nah, seamless. I've heard that it's backwards with everything. You can play PS1 games on it.
Adkins, don't. Don't give me that hope. Seriously, don't, because I'll be burning that house down of yours. I
can't deal with that.
I can't deal with that being a fact, because then that in theory means that Metal Gear Solid It can be played without that PS3.
Yeah. You could get 4 on there. Glorious.
Have the whole fucking
That is
lot.
what is on. That's what's been rumoured. So
Don't.
there it is. But no, Dreams. Yeah, 35 UK pounds pittance.
Oh, I've just pre-ordered
Done.
it. £35. That's from
7
Seal's grandparents. Thank you, Kenneth and Gloria.
7
£35 well spent. Got 1p profit.
7 pints in the whacker.
I tell you what, it's only about fucking 3 of those express.
Yeah. That is a fucking steal. I didn't realise it was that cheap and coming that soon. So I might have to break. So just because I put it in my fucking. I've had faith in it for 3 years straight.
The only thing, again, like I said, the PS5 thing's a concern, but another concern has to
paywalls.
be
They go
that,
fucking. You got to.
Well, no. Well, yeah, that as well. I can't remember what I was going to say, Adkins. What was I going to say? What was the other concern about it?
Controls like shit.
Oh, PS Plus job at some point.
Oh yeah, well it just says here, I just read here, create with others only online.
Sorry, I mean...
being a freebie. Oh, that's a possibility, yeah, but...
Scared now. Can I cancel?
Yeah, you can cancel. Nah, I don't think it will be any time soon. How long was... thing was relatively soon, wasn't it? Detroit, that was quite a thing, but...
Oh yeah, as in, it felt like it was the same year. I don't think it was, but it was like it felt within 18 months. That was
probably how to do some. What's it called?
Give me back my money.
But I think it's a gamble. It's certainly got a lot of hype. I think it's going to do well. That's why I wanted it in there. I think I might commit then if depending what. It's that same week. It's the week before Doom and. Shit, but it's one that you ain't going to be
No, you haven't got a 50-hour slog, can you? You just jump
play
on
whenever you want. You ain't got no fucking. Yeah, it might be a decent game for me for that sort of thing. If I just want to play a game and not have to give a shit about.
I'm thinking like weekly streams.
It's a good idea for streaming. It'd be quite a fun thing to do actually as well, wouldn't it? Just could either go through community ones or that's quite a good idea for a streaming game. No, sold. Well done.
And if somehow I get chappers on it, he might be able to design a video game.
He's quite a creative man, isn't he?
He's got too much creative juice for me. Blows me away with some of the stuff he comes out with. But yeah, Dreams. Oh, well, I've pre-ordered it. So
there you go, fucking there, instant.
But it's on your list, which is good to see.
3 years running. What was the second one? I can't remember the other one, but not. What else have I got?
Watch Dogs Legion.
Oh yeah, now this is a day one for me. But a fucking real concern. I have a feeling this.
Is it coming out this year?
It's got delayed, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
I don't think it's going to come this year. You know. Well, it's been delayed. Was it Q1? Is it about Q4? I think it is now, isn't it?
It went from what March to Q4, basically to unknown Q4.
Unknown Q4. They just fucking Ubisoft went. Why did they go and do it?
Right. Here's the theory, and I'll subscribe to it.
Go on.
Excuse me. Breakpoint comes out.
Yep. They go. What is this? Fucking
shit on by the critics.
They go. It's going to be just as good as Cyberpunk because we've got an actor in it.
It's a shame because I like John Bernthal. He bought his fucking out. How can you hate the man? And then, unfortunately, he's been snarled up in that shit. So yeah, Ghost Recon Breakpoint comes out, shit on by the reviews, and Ubisoft. Alan at Ubi goes, that's bad press. He went, but I've seen that Dying Light do well sales wise. I don't really care. And then the sales rolled in. And he went, good lord. And that's not good enough. He went, what's going on? He went, well, to be honest, Alan, it weren't ready. We chucked it out because we thought we had to. And if you're not happy with the performance, maybe you should change the strategy. And he went, good lord. Yeah. Because they literally delayed everything, Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Do you remember their Gods and Monsters?
Yep. Oh, that was it. This.
I don't know what's going on beyond.
I was going to say, that one's been in the pipeline.
And I'm glad they've done this because the games will be better for it. But I think that's what's happened. Honestly, think they got their fingers burnt with Ghost Recon. They have kind of said that the sales for Division 2 weren't what they was expecting, and they've had a shit year.
My other concern as well is they're supposed to be making another Creed this year, aren't they? And that's normally in October. That's a Ragnarok. Q4 jobby.
I wonder now though if they just literally they're sitting there going, right, put the brakes on. Alan's getting overwhelmed. I can see him taking some time off.
He's having it.
He's spinning plates and he's getting told off every week. But yeah, they've got a lot. They're such a huge company in terms of their output. That they've been putting out some good games, but then I think this year they've just been stung a little bit with the money wise, and then shit on by reviews. And we know, I mean, you played Watch Dogs 2, we'll be talking about it another time, but, you know, that was quality-wise, that felt like a decent game. They can't be just releasing slapdash Watch Dogs.
And especially as I think this new mechanism of the game, where you can become any NPC in the game, and they've gone, right, that's a great feature, let's do that. What?
Yeah.
400 hours overtime each person, you're having a laugh. So they've underestimated, I think, and they've gone, fuck me, we've got to get this looking good. So yeah, it's from that gameplay trailer we saw, E3 was it? I think it was, wasn't it? Was it E3? Yeah, 6 months ago. Yeah, it looked incredible. Set in the Blighty, so big fans of that. Can't believe Paper's not interested.
Brexit, innit? You don't
want
he's fuming. But it'll be he'll be going, look, I told you that's what it'll be like. What are you talking about? Ain't happened yet.
Yeah.
We're getting fucking authoritarian government. It's like fucking all
So, yeah, definite day one for me if it comes out, but this is probably the one I see being delayed.
Here's the latest. And this is Wikipedia, so pinch of salt, Jobby. Legion, they're calling it, was originally due for March the 6th, 2020. Ooh. It's almost in our hands now. It's been taken away from us. But has since been delayed to an unspecified date during its 2021 fiscal year.
So it could be April next year.
It could be April next year. Yeah.
Fuck my old boots.
Maybe it's 5 transfers.
A real barrel.
Maybe The Last of Us is down to 65.
Oh, it's all gone wrong in Camp Balboa. It's fucking tramps all round. Oh, tuttums, yeah.
I mean, it's a very ambitious title, really. When they showed that gameplay demo off, and you could recruit anyone, they all have backstories, and I just thought it's even one of two things. One, it's going to be what they say it is, and it'll be 20 years before we get it. Or two, it's going to be a watered down version of what we've seen, and there'll be about 10 stories that are just replayed over and over as you recruit more people. Yeah. I'd love it if it's all unique. Oh. But fuck it, I won't eat me out. Like one of them's a Dimp one. That's custom
fucking made. Floating around there.
Merch coming 2020. Look out of the shop. But yeah, that's my concern is that it's played up a big narrative that it's going to be anyone recruitable, all this stuff, and if it doesn't deliver on that, it's going to get shit on. And then how the hell do you even implement that? Nemesis system, people are shouting out, and I was like, well, it ain't even that. You can just pick up any old shit. Although actually, on Nemesis, you could pick up any old shit.
Yeah, you could, yeah. It says on Amazon, will be released on Christmas Day, 2020. December 25th. Exclusive to Amazon.co.uk. So, there you have it. It's coming. On Amazon. So, yeah, no, definitely a day one for me. I think it looks incredible. Too ambitious. Don't know when it's coming. Doesn't sound this year, so it's a concern. And that could be my doom. And that's a clever way of saying it. It could be.
Very clever, and also an excellent segue.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really? How's it?
No, Xenoblade Chronicles.
Xenoblade, yes, this is the one. Yeah.
This is going to be one of the highest scoring games of the year, mate.
I was just thinking, that's what I was going to do. I was trying to see what 2 got. 2, I felt, done all right, didn't it?
But this is what's this one? This is
the original remastered, the one that was on the Wii.
Right.
So you've got 3. So you've got the original one.
That's just Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition.
Yeah. So yeah,
that's what we get. This is
So you got the Chronicles. Yeah. Xenoblade Chronicles that was on the Wii, then you had the Xenoblade Chronicles X, what was on the Wii U, and then you got 2 that came out on the Switch in its first year. So 2, sitting at an 83.
Well, I ain't gonna stick with that. Not at the bottom of your list.
No, at the bottom of my list. Yeah, I thought it would get around that. I've got a feeling that the first one was rated higher.
It's probably before OpenCritic's time.
Yeah, so I'm thinking of that.
Metacritic. Game Rankings is now shut down.
Oh, is it?
So we used to use Game Rankings in the early amateur years.
Yeah, so
of
FPL. Xenoblade Chronicles is 92. So, and this is being remastered.
I've heard it's also a bit of a remake in terms of they're putting a lot of effort
really?
in.
Cool.
So it might even be
This
better.
is another thing for me, because I've got to say, I've been sniffing. I've just told myself I'm not buying these games, but there's a few games that I have really been sniffing at, and it's Sekiro, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and a bit of Luigi's Mansion 3. But this Xenoblade is another fucking Persona. You're talking hundreds of hours here. So this and the fucking remake, you're talking about 220 hours. So a real stinker. But yes, if that's sitting at a 92, it's hard for them to fuck this up, isn't it? Well, I hope so, unless it comes out and it's an absolute fucking slog. Because I know there was performance issues. I think that's why it's only an 83. That.
Oh, right. It could have been higher.
Yeah, it could have been higher. I think the game was really good, apparently, but it did run like a bit of a pig, apparently. So I've been listening to the reviews. Big, expensive worlds that fucking really chug along. And it's quite slow, I think, in its pacing, so I've heard. But
you mentioned those 3 big ones there. And I thought the last one was going to be... I don't know why I thought this, but I thought it was going to be Ni no Kuni.
Oh.
Or Ni no Kuni 2, Revenant Kingdom. Because I know they've redone the first one, and that falls into it for me anyway.
Just released a
kind of falls into this
Netflix series on that. So
good lord!
There you go. If you want to get into that, like Lord thing, you've got Netflix series you can watch instead.
For the White
Witch. The games are quite cheap as well. I think you can pick them up on base. Yeah. I did buy the first one on PS3. Never got round to it. I ain't going back now. Well, to play on that fucking PS4.
Hang on, you've bought it. It's on the backlog.
It's on the backlog on PS5, along with Resistance, Fall of Man.
I never played those. But
fucking hell.
That's Insomniac, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Right, this is what sickens me. I've just seen this. Street Fighter 5 came out, and the cunt that made it said, "This is going to be. We're not making a 6 for ages. This is going to be a fucking game as a service. We're just going to add this for like at least 5 or 6 years. We will
be paying
not
for it.
Be remaking these games like what we said. We're not doing like a Champions edition. We're not doing a fucking thing.
Right.
A year later, they release a fucking arcade edition. They're now, in February 14th, 2020, coming out of a Championship edition. You fucking cunts. It annoys me, but
they like to lie,
it's that Cashcom. I would have called them cunts, but they've been churning out some fucking pedigree chum recently. What with Monster Hunter and the Residents of Evil.
Well, some people can be trusted and some can't, and that's the end of it.
But yeah, so no, Xenoblade, my little golden cherub. Good. Yeah, that was no one probably saw that coming. That one.
No, I mean it's not on either of the team lists. Which, I mean, looking at the gaps in those fuckers, the people's tramp can do with stuff. Paper can always do with stuff. I mean, Yeah, I mean the transfer window doesn't open till March, so there'll be moves and shakers. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. So that's your list. We said there's probably maybe 2. Well, actually, your list has got Last of Us Part 2, which we said was the day one. Ghosts. We gave Marvel one. Yep. We're going to give Dreams one. Let's give it. It's 2020, new decade. Let's be positive.
I was going to say, you've just bought it. You've committed.
Yeah,
that's a day one. I got to say, that now it's at that price. I didn't realise it was that cheap. Yeah, that has got me sniffing. And certainly if the review's coming and it's saying, like, look, you've got to play it. It could be the game for me. It could damn well be.
Yeah.
What else?
And then Watch Dogs
Legion would be a day one for me, depending when it comes out. Christmas Day.
Xenoblade
Chronicles, yeah. Again, I really want it, but it's another thing. Persona. I could just...
You can leave it off.
I could have a little mad moment and go, fuck it, do you know what? I'm going to commit. I'm going to give it a bash. And just fucking gun it and say, no, I don't care about your fucking policies. I'm going to John O'Groats to complete Xenoblade Chronicles.
Of course. Well, why not? We'll say we'll say there's 1, 2, 3. That's 5 because you've only got 6 games on your 10 game list. So that's 5 of your 6 are day ones.
I do think I have a strong list, a small but strong list.
I mean, there's pile drivers in there, and transfers will need to be made at all levels of the game. It happens every year. Although Biff did only make one last year.
That's incredible. He lucked out. He didn't even know half of them games he had.
No.
Was he last year? He had Dragon Ball Fighters. Was he?
Yeah, but then he also had that game, that not Devil game.
Oh yeah, what was it called? I remember. Yeah.
I can find it because I've got it.
It's called something like that, isn't it? Arisen. Agony, that was it.
Yeah, I didn't even need it's gone now. Yeah, Agony, and that scored like a 40.
Is that the lowest one?
Just derailed the pop. No, I think Dave's still got the lowest one at 37 for Left Alive. The Metal Gear Solid
thinking about picking that up.
Oh no, because it looked a little bit like
it's from the Shinji, wasn't it? The fucking art director.
I thought, I'll wait for the reviews. That's interesting. If it gets a 70, I might get it. 37.
Fuck.
What's going on?
That's incredible.
That's your list done. I've then got some odds and sods. Stuff that isn't on any lists. And then, obviously, if you've got anything that we don't speak about, we can go through. Half-Life Alyx. The VR Half-Life. We've not had a Half-Life game in about 15 years. And then suddenly they go, unsurprisingly, it's Valve, they've got their own VR headset. They're like, next game's going to be Half-Life Alyx, and it's going to be a VR-only title.
What?
Now what?
Now what do you fucking do? Well, I sit there and I say, I ain't got VR, so I can't fucking play it. I ain't buying one. Get out of here. Not interested. I'd like to play. Look, I thought it looked fucking incredible. I think it looks like the best VR game I've ever seen.
But I've seen that so many times in trailers with VR, especially. I've seen so many good-looking VR trailers, and you play it. And
what is this? Yeah.
Trying to throw a lighter at someone's head, and it's going straight through him.
Yeah, I suppose that fucking Blood and... What's it called? Blood and Truth, is it? That looked pretty good. Yeah. But yeah, no, I have gone through. I haven't played the episodes, is it? They did like episode 1 and 2 of Half-Life. I never played through them. I still have them on my Steam account, but I haven't had the thing. But yeah, went through 1 and 2, enjoyed them. Wasn't like, you know, I enjoyed them. I didn't think they were the fucking be all and end all for me. But yeah, liked them, and obviously the intensely hyped number 3 is much of a meme. So when this came out, there was rumours it was going to be a VR game, but I never did think that is the way they would go. Especially,
do you think this is it now? Do you think the series is going to be just VR? Like if they ever do the Half-Life Episode 3 or the Half-Life 3 that people want, do you think they're just going to be like, right, it's VR?
No, I think they have to go back to first-person normal game.
But what if they do what they say that Half-Life did when it sort of blew open single-player first-person games, and then this is like the watershed moment for VR?
True. Do you think we'll be buying VR next year? Says fucking Gabe has bought out Epic. He ain't fucking dealing with that competition. He's gone, I'll tell you what.
No, I'll just buy
it out and I'll fucking release all their games in VR. Fortnite VR coming next year. Cool. It could be. They're the sort of innovators that they are. That could be the potential. I really do see VR as a gimmick. I think up until now it has been. Biff proved that. It's fun for a minute, but it's certainly not the way I want to play my games every day. So yeah, I'll be interested to see how long this game is. I know they're
waffling on about being like a full 15, 20 hours, and I was like, do you really want to spend 15 to 20 hours in VR?
Yeah, coming out of that and puking your guts up every night. But yeah, it does look incredible. But it's a no for me. Does this get you sniffing at a potential VR headset?
No.
Was Adkins?
No. Until here's what I say about VR. Like you said, you should, if you've not had a go at it, have a go at it somehow, because it's great. But the amount of hassle that has to go in these days at the moment to plug it all in, unplug it. If you've got a HDR telly
to play it is the fucking thing.
Yeah. If you've got a PlayStation, it's PlayStation VR, like the cheapest one, entry level at console level. If you've got HDR, you have to like unplug it and manually plug it in each time because it hasn't got like a HDMI 1.2 pass through or some bullshit. So you have to keep fucking about with that. And the wires.
Yeah, that's the thing. Until they release a motherfucking wireless one.
Oculus have got a wireless one.
Built-in headset.
Yeah, I mean but will it run this on it? I don't know. That's to me. I think when they get to the stage where it's got no tether on it, then I will be sniffing at that point. But until that day comes, I'm not going to be
even sick of it. Nah.
I mean, it's on. I mean, they're claiming it's going to come onto this Oculus Quest, this Half-Life Alyx. But it's going to be like playing it on Switch.
Cool.
That's the equivalent.
Down the road with it, fucking bumping into every fucking cunt.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, for me, VR's not. I'd rather just buy. If they said to me, they went, look, you can buy the next Xbox Series X and a PS4, or you can buy a VR headset and then one of the other consoles. I'll just say I'll have both the consoles and play it safe. Like, not just yet.
No.
I think there's still a little bit of ways to go, but they're getting there with the wireless stuff. Like the Quest is there, so who knows? Who knows? I mean, I don't know how much the Quest is. It's probably silly money, to be quite honest. £400. No, it's the Rift S. Quest 64 gigabyte, 400 UK pounds at game. Now I've nearly got that on my fucking vouchers.
Oh, so there you have it.
No PC, no wires, no limits, and it's got that exclusive Vader Immortal.
Oh, is it? Cool.
A Star Wars VR series free when you buy Oculus Quest. Well, ain't happening, is it?
Bunch you're looking at for it.
Robot jobby.
Yeah.
Halo Infinite.
Halo, cool. Day one. Game Pass.
You reckon?
Xbox Series X.
So the rumour is that there's going to be no Xbox Series X exclusives on launch.
I heard this, yeah. It's going to take at least over a year for them to start churning through.
So we can just play it on this Xbox One X that we...
That's true. But then again, we've got this thing. So you've got lovely, gorgeous Halo Infinite play...
Yep.
1440p at 30 FPS on your Xbox One X.
Lovely. My eyes are too slow. It's lovely for me.
Or 40... or native 4K at 120 FPS. So it's going to be another one of them little things. Now, here's me thinking. It's not down to the games on this Xbox. It's that rumour I heard. This this Windows mode where you can fucking port your Steam profile. It's basically you've got a fucking PC. You're buying a PC.
So this is the rumour, isn't it? So you're saying that if I bought an Xbox, I could then say, you know what, I want to play Prey, which I bought on Steam on my Xbox.
That's what they're saying. This is what this rumour says. It says your Xbox will have a Windows mode where it will then turn your Xbox into an operating system. You plug in your PC, your components, your Xbox, your mouse and keyboard, and away you go. Install Steam, download your games, and it uses the.
So it's not you streaming from Steam to your Xbox. You download it onto the hard drive and play it.
It just basically turns that whole box into a PC. So you'll have your dashboard, your console dashboard, and your Windows mode that will just be your normal PC, and that you can install apps and that, and you'll have Steam and that. Log into your thing, and you install games into your overall hard drive, and that's why I think. So is this going to be? Will it be like a component one where you can swap out? Will they do multiple versions? Which leads me to think they will because of the name Xbox Series. We're going to be getting a bigger one, a bigger, better version. Therefore, can I get one with a bigger, like a better CPU or a better graphics card or whatever? And then again, I'm just like, well, if I'm doing this, it's obviously it's going to be a lot more expensive, but should I just buy a new PC? All these games are coming to Game Pass anyway, and I can get that on a trusty PC. Or do I still want the console couch experience? So here's my thinking. I see PS5 is a day one for me. I think whatever the matter, I think I'm going to get that.
600 UK pounds.
I'm going to leave that. That's a concern.
I don't think they're going to be less. I mean, we're going to the console talk, and we can just scrap the games for a minute and talk about these consoles. Let's just do that, and then we'll come back to the games. We've spoken a lot about the Xbox Series X there, perhaps having a Steam mode. The best exclusive really that Microsoft has for the Xbox platform is not Halo Infinite, not Gears of War, not even State of Decay, definitely not Crackdown. The best exclusive they have is Xbox Game Pass.
I thought he was going to say Army of Two.
Do you not think?
Oh, yeah, definitely. That is their best feature by far. That is fucking incredible.
It's incredible, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, what's PlayStation's PS Now, is it? PS has now, nothing on this. No, it's by far. That and the backwards compatibility they have.
Oh, yeah.
That is pretty good, but it's limited. There's still games I own that I can't play on my Xbox One X, which is annoying. But, therefore, it's still good. But no, Xbox Game Pass is ridiculous. Games I've played this year, I would have, it's cost, we've got a ridiculous deal and got it for £1. But even if I was paying for it monthly, Gears 5 I would have bought day one. That's a 40 to £50 game. I've played through Hellblade, which is another 30 quid game I've played. There was just Shadow of the Tomb Raiders. If I would have bought that at launch, the games you're getting on this is ridiculously good. The console exclusives come out day one, so you're not having to buy it. It's such a good. They literally add games almost every week. We get GTA 5 the other day. It's an old game.
I'll get a notification every 2 days, and it says new game arrived. I'm like, oh god.
What's that one you've got on your backlog at the minute? That's on there now. Innocence, the Plague, or something.
Oh, play it. Yeah. You're joking. Oh no, yeah. It's a Christmas present, so not so bad. But that's another example of it.
And I'm just like, fucking hell! It's so impressive that they're doing this, but I do think it's starting to nullify the worth of having an Xbox. You just sort of think, well, everything's coming to PC. They're trying to make it more like a PC. Why do I need an Xbox if I can play everything on a PC? the PCs that I know they're expensive money to fork out for. But
here's the problem I've had with my PC. It's a personal story, but it ain't. But it's games, innit? I had to send this puppy in to have some rehab done on it. It was struggling.
MOT.
I was trying to play Kingdom
Come.
no, what's it called? Deliverance. Oh, that's on the list.
What's on the list?
The old review list. I forgot about that. Yeah, you lost that. So that's for a future podcast. So it wouldn't play a game basically. Right. It would just restart all the time. I sent it in, and I had to buy a new PSU for it. £80.
Oh, been a lot.
I've only had the fucker 3 years.
Yeah.
3 years I've had it, and I thought it's not ideal, but I needed it, so I had it done.
Yeah.
And then I still get random blue screens now.
Yeah, this is the concern with a PC, and
it gets up my cunt.
Yeah, it is the worst thing. This is why I remember I told Sam I won't be buying a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox One because I'm going full master race. I said I'm buying a PC.
I'm going to spend £8,000.
I think I spent £1,000 on it almost. I think by the time I bought the screen, probably more.
It didn't blow up like that.
No, he spent more. He spent £3,000, and then this is the problem with it. I had it for about 3 years, and my brain don't work with PC gaming because it does, but I'm not rich enough to work with my brain. If I can't play a game at the maximum settings, I can't. That's it. I can't play that game anymore. It fucks me off. I cannot.
Rather play it on 720p muddy.
Yeah, I might as well play it on a fucking calculator. And these fucking graphic cards, they go out of date like fucking iPhones. So
I do, yeah.
Old Dan Clark spent $3,000 on his PC. A couple of weeks ago, he just spent another $1,000 on a fucking graphics card. That's $4,000 that fucker spent on his PC. Exactly, it melted. He took it and it got come back again. Went, here's your melted bastard. So, and that's the problem I found with it. And I just found when I was playing these games, I weren't playing them for the first fucking hour. I was just optimising them, trying to get them to run better.
Yeah.
And then I had a game. I played Doom not long ago, and the fucking sound wouldn't work. And I just could not figure out how I'd do it. I googled it. There was other cunts that had the same problem, and I can't deal with that anymore. I ain't got the patience. I'm getting angry thinking about it now.
Yeah.
So it's that I need that plug and play console aspect these days, and I know it's not. I know Master Race is the ultimate experience, the best looking, the best frame rates, ultimate backwards compatible. You can play any game on it.
And
you can play fucking...
It's not even in the dictionary, backwards compatibility, because it's not a problem.
No problem. I can play fucking the first ever video game made, Porg. Oh, was it? What's that fucking table tennis shit? Pong. That's it, Porg. Pong. Fucking Pong. I can play Pong or I can play Cyberpunk. Not yet, but soon.
Yeah.
And it's no fucking matter. It's the way forward, but when you're spending $4,000 to get that luxury, and then fucking next week you've got to fucking buy another one because it's gone out of date, and you've got fucking sounds breaking, your PSU's fucking clucking.
Yeah.
I can't sit in a state.
It's an irritant.
Yeah, it's an irritant. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like this is the way Xbox is going. I do wonder if they're going to have these components switchable, or are they going to go for Steam? Did these little fucking bombs? So I don't know why they're trying to copy them. They've done Steam boxes.
Steam box jobbies.
I wondered if this was going to be this Xbox Series. It's going to be.
I actually thought back in the day the Steam boxes were doing
I thought they were, because Alienware did one as well.
Yeah.
My other mate bought one. Matt Solar, he bought one.
What do you think?
He just never played it. He did like it.
Has he got a PC?
No, he didn't know that was his PC that he bought, and he bought a load of games on Steam and just never really played it. Played it for a little bit and then went back to console. But yeah, so if they say they release 3, they do the one we've seen. They do a shitter one, the 250. That one comes out 500, and then they do a fucking bad boy that's 700. Maybe.
I mean, at that point, got Alan at Sony going.
Well, we've got one here, but we've got fucking Ghost of Tsushima on it, mate.
Yeah. And Horizon 2.
Launch title. So yeah, that's my concern.
I've given up on this, but not given up. I mean, there's games that I will still play on the PC. There's certain games that I will forever play, like we mentioned the Jurassic Park, Jurassic World Evolution. Those games, I do enjoy those games. There's a game that we'll be speaking about in our review wrap up that I've just remembered off the top of my head. This is actually becoming useful now. Like a little wrestling simulator game. You can't play it on the consoles; it don't exist, so it's not playable. So there's always going to be options.
Disco.
That I have to go to. Disco Elysium, yes. For a long time, Divinity Original Sin, one of the best rated games in the last few years. That was on PC exclusive. Bloodlines.
Pillars of Eternity you're talking about.
They're Wordsworth.
These are PC games, so there's always a market for it. But yeah, what's this Xbox doing? Does it want to be a console or does it want to be a PC? Tell me, Phil, what are you wanting? Or are you trying to merge?
It looks like a PC doesn't it? When we saw it at the Game Awards, and I was like, good lord.
That is an absolute fucking cuboid.
Maybe it won't look like that,
no,
but that's what was shown.
And it looked like it looked like my missing subwoofer.
You can put it down there then. I ain't got one now, so I've got a subwoofer.
Oh yeah, I've got a gap for a subwoofer and it looks like one. Is it going to fucking overheat like that PS5? I hope they fucking sort that. So yeah, this is my concern with this series. How many of them are there going to be? Can I switch the components?
If they said you know switching components, you just basically choose top, middle, or low versions, and that's your lot. Would that be better for you?
It would, but it'd be fucking annoying because I'd want the top one, and that'd be a lot of money.
Yeah, and it'll be.
I wouldn't be able to settle for a middle one. But the fucking, like you say, the absolute fucking bread and butter is this game's Game Pass. Incredible. Yeah. Bless me.
Bless you.
Coming back. Illness. So yeah, it's good. It's good, but I think I'm sold on the PS5. But it's this one that's. I need to know more. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know enough. PS5 wise, it doesn't feel like they feel like they're staying in the console market, and they're not flirting with the other side. So you kind of know what you're going to get.
Don't even seem like they're pissing with the streaming much. They've got their little service going on, but they're trying to push it, but it's not going great. They've got the heavy hitters. They know they have. They're coming strong with this year. It sounds like, from what I'm hearing, early reports, that it's not going to be as strong. I thought they were going to do all they could to outpower.
To try and smash it in the...
Yeah, well, they're fucking getting their dirty, great big teraflops out. When you got Xbox swinging these fucking accusations of the most powerful teraflopper, I thought...
We've got the world's most powerful console still, technically. So how can you argue with those sorts of stats?
So depending what thing, but these figures we were in, this fucking 120 FPS, up to 8K to fucking, what's that? Ray tracing. It's gonna have to be an absolute beast. They ain't gonna touch that, are they? So as long as if they can get up to 60 FPS, have a 6. That's what they should be focusing on. Keep it 4K or even 1440p. I don't care, but 60 FPS. But the biggest thing of this fucking console is got to be the fucking cooling. That is by far. I've not played my PS5 so much this year because it fucking goes off like a rocket every time I play it, and it annoys the shit out of me. I have to wear headphones in some games. Just
you can hear the fan
going so loud because I'd like sit like I don't know 4.5 foot away from it. that I could just hear it going, and because I can't really have the telly too loud because of the Bebbins, that I think I might as well fucking stick headphones.
I thought LA soundproof that.
Yeah, they have. But...
He went, that's $4,000 more.
Yeah. So that's my biggest concern with the PS5.
Yeah.
Other than that, these rumours of complete backwards compatibility, that would be... I don't know if that's disc-based, though.
Fuck no, digital. The reason I say digital is because I think, especially for the PS4, we've seen a shift of... Some people are saying it's almost 50-50. People buying physical versus digital. And can you really say to a lot of the market, maybe half your market, that you can play your games on the PS5 and it's 500 quid, even if you've bought it digitally, or if you've got the disc, it's fine. But your account that you've had now for 6 years, it's an online account. Sorry, we can't get those games to you. I don't think today that works. No. I don't think people will be happy with that. I think they have to look at... PS4's got to be there. But you run into that trap, don't they? They'll run into the trap where people will say, okay, you're saying that I can play my PS4 games on it. Why am I paying out for a... Is there going to be a PS5 version, for example, of, let's just say, Cyberpunk? Will there be remasters? Do they exist anymore? Or will they just be... You just buy the PlayStation version or the Xbox version, put it in, and it just goes, right, what system you got? Right, we'll adapt it to that. But then that takes away potential remakes. It definitely destroys remasters in the last generation.
There was a lot, wasn't there? Especially like PS3 games being remastered.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Uncharted collection.
Exactly, Last of Us.
So how do you work that?
That is, Are they just going to patch jobbies?
Yeah.
Sony confirmed. Sony also confirmed the PS5 will be backwards compatible with PS4 games, as the two consoles are built upon similar structure. This will welcome news for those who are disappointed by the lack of compatibility. There's no confirmation about these other ones, but so it is definitely that. But yeah, I think they will do. It will be a patch jobby. I don't think you'll get two versions of the same game.
Just buy it and it says PlayStation.
Yeah, done. Pop it in, whatever console you use. Because do you think they won't stop selling games, will they, on that PS4?
No. I mean, what is it, over 100 million that they've sold now of PS4s?
Ridiculous.
If you're making a game, fucking put it on that as well.
Yeah.
The install base is insane.
I think Xbox have just gone, you've won that one.
Well, they had to, because it ain't worth fighting. They might have just fucking draw a line under it. Start doing the things like backwards compatibility, get people on board with Game Pass, and then go, right, now this gen, we'll have a real go at this. No Kinect bollocks, no game lockdowns, i.e. no sharing of discs. None of that. You go back and watch that Xbox 360, Xbox One, reveal event, and then it's wonderful.
Yeah, I bet it is.
The things they were saying, it's just like, if you watch it, you're like, what the hell? And then PS4 went, 50 quid cheaper, more powerful.
Well, they took the piss out of them as well, didn't they? They were giving them a game. You can borrow this one.
You can just borrow it, just put it in your hand. Unbelievable. What's the predicted price points for these two puppies? Let's say that the Xbox...
What was the
mid-range.
PS3? The PS3 was expensive, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, that was fucking... I think it might be 5 or nearly 6.
PS3 launch...
I think it was $599 US.
So, it says here it was 425 quid when it came out.
Good
so,
Lord.
600 euros it was. So it was 425 quid here. So, I think it could hit the 500.
UK pound.
UK pound, 499 is my prediction.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, how much was that?
But that means it's going to be for, what, that'd be like $550 US potentially.
How much did I pay for that fucking Xbox One X? 17, wasn't it? Xbox One X, I paid $450 for that. So it could even be £100 more than that. It could be £550.
Is that
too much? Yeah, it seems a lot. Nah, I think because you
for day one, and they go, "What exclusives you got?" And they go, "Well, I'm second guessing this whole thing."
Just Dance 2020.
Dreams 2021. What? Come on! And we're shutting down the servers for the original Dreams. All right.
Oh, that would be.
I can't go higher than 500.
Don't think.
Surely.
Nah.
$500. I don't think. Well, not for your launch ones.
No, I was going to say.
It
was a bit exclusive, wasn't it? They weren't. You weren't getting 5-year-olds going, "Mum,
no,
I want a fucking Pro for my 4K telly." So 5. Yeah, I can see 499 then. Yeah, because they got to sell it, and they can't go more than that. 499. €600.
Be interesting to see because Sony aren't doing E3.
Yeah.
Again, so we won't have that whole here's the price reveal and then Sony goes second.
Yeah.
It's just going to be I imagine Xbox will reveal their details at E3.
I see that apparently the thing is they're doing a PS experience in February and they're going to reveal the price then. That's what really? I read. Let me have a look and see if it's me.
I did hear about that. Part of me thinks that it'll just be like the initial specs and stuff like that. And then they'll say price to come summer. Experience
PlayStation event taking place as PS5 reveal rumours hit up. It will take place between the 14th of January and the 16th of February.
Bloody hell, halfway through it.
Yeah, the event will allow fans to celebrate 25 years of the PlayStation, including its VR. It will reveal the event will scheduled for early February. Just today, reliable sources confirmed that there'll be indeed platform holders planned there indeed. There'll be a special event in New York City, and it could be repeated for this 5. I'm just going to make it. I don't say anything about price. I did read somewhere they're supposed to be confirming the price.
Yeah,
but yeah, this is supposed to be coming in February. So, and they're saying that they reckon they're going to either give the release date, maybe not the price, maybe they might do that later on.
Yeah. But
yeah, it must be silly because they went first last time, didn't they? And then Xbox went, well, ours is more cheaper than yours.
Not on it. Oh yeah,
for the big fuckers,
ones. Yeah. But yeah, they did. It was out a year earlier, wasn't it? The PS4 Pro.
Yeah.
And then but the Xbox was more expensive.
Yeah, I've got the price actually. Hold on, I paid $450 for the Xbox One X.
That's it. And $400 for the. No, you paid a little bit less because that little 10% cut off.
Yes,
from Veries.
Yeah, that's right. Forgot about that. $280 I paid for the Pro.
Yeah.
$280 to $450. Fuck me.
Silly money.
Although I think I got Wolfenstein with mine. Maybe I bought a game. Maybe it's $400 then.
Yeah, I think it's $400, I believe.
Yeah.
That feels
that does. $450 seems a lot, doesn't it? Yeah, I think I did. Did I get? I either got Forza or Wolfenstein. I can't remember now.
Maybe.
I remember fucking having a real jolly up because I just bought a 4K telly as well. I was like, right, well, that's it.
Yeah, absolutely spunk in one go.
Still didn't get it on day one though. So yeah.
No.
So out of the two, what do you think you'd buy?
I think until Xbox can get these exclusives out, the temptation would be PlayStation.
Yeah, I've got to say.
But price comes into it, power comes into it.
They say this new Hellblade's going to be day one PS5. They've already shot themselves in the foot with that, and they're saying that they're not being exclusive. Xbox Series.
That wouldn't be enough to sell Hellblade.
No.
Really. As much as I liked it, it's had some real problems.
Them puzzles going. Put that symbol over there.
Lord.
To this.
Yeah. There was some great moments in that, but there's also some. I think as it stands now, PS5.
Yep.
But all will be revealed hopefully in the next 6 months, and then once I know prices, launch lineups, informed decisions can be made. One thing I will say is that I won't be doing, I don't think, is getting a new Nintendo Switch Pro edition or whatever that rumour is. I can't warrant the money. The rumour is that at some point they're going to announce and then perhaps put on sale and release a beefed up Switch. We've spoken previously about how we haven't really played it very much. We can't. I don't think either of us could.
I've got to say, even when the Lite came out, even for a little bit, thought that'd be quite fun. Much like yourself, I feel more safer taking it out, but I don't even play that thing I've got there. Like I say, it's not even been booted up. So it wouldn't, like, if they bring one out and they say, oh, it's full 1080p and 4 hours extra battery or something, can't see it being any more than 1080p. It's not going to be worth it. Sam and they'll call us praps for not buying it. So yeah, I can't see. I don't think it needs a beefed up version, to be honest.
It's got the Witcher 3 on it. It doesn't need any juice.
Well, that's true.
It's playing it.
I wonder if they'll do like that, or will they again then do patches for games? Because what I've seen in The Witcher, it's amazing, it's running on it, but fuck me, does that look like a blur fest, that game on there? That is real stripped back. Yeah. So will they then do, which they did do with released a new Nintendo 3DS, didn't they? And Xenoblade Chronicles was one game that you could only play on a new Nintendo. So will they do that, exclusive games? And then that'll fuck me off, won't it? If they go, hold on. If they do, we're doing Luigi's Mansion 1 and 2, but you can only play it on the beefed up Switch.
Dirty fuckers. Well, I mean, they're entitled to do that, but that would annoy me slightly. Yeah.
But no, I'm in the same camp as you. If they did bring out a beef one, I don't have enough warrant to get it. Not played it enough. There's games on there I want to play, but like you, I struggle with hit ruts this recently, and I'm only just getting out of it really, so it's hard to get the thing to sit and play it. I thought I would play it more, just sit laying in bed, but I can't be bothered to do that. Just get in bed, have a wank, go to bed. So no, not for me. It's PS5 so far, sniffing at the thing, but if they're both coming out at 500, that's £1,000. Two consoles with no games, one controller each. No games,
it will be as well.
The new price for Brexit is £70 a game as well. The Americans are paying $60 a game. We're going to match that, so it's £60 for a brand new title. I've got what have I got? Fucking Mega Drive. I bought Mega Drive. It was ages ago now, probably about 6 years ago. But it had virtual racing on it, and it was on there, $59.99. How's a Mega Drive game $59.99?
Crazy though. It was I mean, there was Nintendo or like NES games that were like £60, £70. Yeah, I suppose back then it was more of an enthusiast.
True, yeah. I suppose you weren't as big as it was.
You probably get the people that wanted them, and then like as it got bigger, they was like, wow, knock the price down. And the games have cost more than ever to make, take longer, and they're probably at the cheapest they've been comparatively.
So you got Dreams coming out, fucking taking 7 years to make, and it's £35.
Yeah, unlimited games in there. Other people making them. The only potential X factor for this year, and it's already sort of started, is the streaming space. Stadia and xCloud are the two we are most familiar with. I've got a Stadia. I've probably played about 90 minutes of it since I've had it. I've had it since launch.
Oh, you got that subscription, have you?
Yeah, you get 3 months to start with free. I mean, as soon as that's up for renewal, that won't be getting renewed. I don't think. To be fair, when I've played it, I've been impressed with it, how good it's been in terms of It's not anywhere near as bad as I expect it to be. But it doesn't have the games that I can't just safely play, quote unquote, on an Xbox or a PlayStation or even a PC. And you don't get any. It's like the worst version of a digital purchase. Because if the internet goes down, you can't even access the bastard, and you literally have nothing. So yeah, I've been impressed with what I've played. I played a little bit of the xCloud on my phone, and I was like, this is cool, playing like an Xbox One game on my phone. I had a few more problems with that, internet-wise, but I only tried it once. But I guess the question is, you've played the xCloud and whatnot, and you had a little taste of that. Does this have any potential of making a dent into the world in 2020, or is it another, like, perhaps VR down the line jobby if they get their act together?
I don't, I think it's along the lines of the VR myself. I don't think the internet in rural places like Wakering and many other places,
or a lot of America,
they give us these figures that you'll be fine with 30 meg or 20 meg. I get 50, and that was struggling. I had a pure 50 when I played, and I was playing Forza, and it was coming up and it was stuttering because it couldn't keep up with it. I think they're lying with their figures. I don't think it's as strong as it is. You can see, especially with how games are now, like especially like hardcore gamers like us, where we're watching Digital Foundry videos, and you find that you can't unsee things like pixels and fucking frame rate, tearing and fucking all these stutters and that. Once we know about it, it's in the back of our heads. It's hard to, like you say, you're getting a watered down version of it, of a game. It's again like the Switch. It's fun that you think, fucking hell, I could go and play this while I'm sitting having a shit or something. But I don't think that's enough to pull me away from playing a game on the console and TV. I think it is a bit of that gimmick factor where you're like, oh, this is cool, and oh wow, like you say, it's working better than I thought it would. I thought it was going to be a real piss poor. I think I played a bit of Forza, and I didn't think it was too bad. I know Chapper said he thought it was piss poor, but he is quite the fanatic with racing games. A novice. So, I didn't think it was too bad, but you really do need your internet on tip-top shape just to get a stable experience. So if the wife's watching fucking Netflix, you've got no hope. And that is it's just in the end going to fuck you off, and you can't. You're sitting there trying to get, especially imagine getting snarled up on a fucking R-bit or something, and you got that cunt in the background going, you have no signal, and you need to buffer in halfway through a fucking level or something. You're like, right.
Not what I was after. Could it make any waves in a more casual market?
I think possible.
Where not paying out the £500 for the Xbox, like, mummy, I want this. Like, well, hang on. We'll get you this £60 Chromecast, and then you'll be playing games.
Yeah, I was thinking that, like, someone like my friend Yellow Boots, who doesn't play games much. He plays the odd one. He completed Red Dead Redemption 2, played it for about 100 hours.
Lord.
But other than that, he'll play FIFA, and that's it. Yeah. So someone like him, he's got no idea about pixels. He wouldn't even know what a 1080p was. So he has no idea. So that, to him, he wouldn't be looking for that experience. He'll just be like, fucking hell, I'm playing a game on my phone. And so like, he wouldn't even know about these new consoles coming out. So he wouldn't even know, wouldn't care, wouldn't buy one day one, certainly not. No. So with that, if someone said to him, well, you can do that, or you can play FIFA on your phone and pay £15 a month, I think, something like that would interest him, I think. So, sort of casual game, or someone who plays Fortnite maybe on their phone.
Oh,
Or you can already do that, you don't need a console, but say you couldn't. Someone like that, I think there is a market. I think that appeals more to that sort of market than to us. A hardcore gamer that buys games, because they don't have that understanding of what you can have, what a better experience you can have by playing it on your consoles. To them, just gaming's gaming. I'm playing a video game. It don't matter what fucking pixels it is. So I think actually certainly would appeal to them more. And sort of, as a sort of bit of a fun thing, think, oh, I only need a phone. Yeah.
I mean, ignorance is a bliss in that sense, that you could just, and you'd be like, oh, I just want to play FIFA and Red Dead, and then he could buy the Chromecast and the controller for less than £100 and get both the games for a similar price, because he's not going to be hunting for bargains. He'll just buy it wherever, and then he saved himself 400-300 quid on a console, and he just plays it, and if his internet holds up and it plays okay, he's not gonna query
kids as well, I think, Yeah. Like you say, little Jimmy says to his mum at Christmas, "Mum, there's a new Xbox coming out. £600. You realise you can play it at 540p on your phone for 15 quid a month? We'll have some of that." So Jimmy Johnson, baby, could get it. Maybe. I think the streaming service definitely. I think there is a market for that, and that's the sort of demographic they should be going for. I know they're going to go for the hardcore gamers, but I think we're too elite for them. Currently, I think that there's the potential. This is only just opening up, and it's like you say, we're impressed. We're impressed by what they can do already. They're running on their own servers. You think, fuck hell, I can play an actual game as good as it looks. I know it's still not as good as it can be, but it still looks good.
It looks
good enough, and I'm playing it on my phone. That's fucking incredible. And that's them just starting out. You think in another, say, 5 years, if this does carry on, how good the streaming service could be. It'll be if Xbox just go, fuck it, the whole entire Game Pass is on there, and we can guarantee you'll get fucking expert thing. Oh. Yeah, certainly could be.
Jubbly.
It has the potential, but it's certainly you can feel the teething problems at the minute, and that's it's not enough to drag me away yet. But I'm excited. Do I think this is the future? Certainly, every other medium's going this way. I never watch TV anymore. All I do is watch Netflix and YouTube and stream. I never watch I ain't put channel 1, 2, 3 and 4 unless it's football. Nothing. I would never watch EastEnders. So music.
Well, the fucking Champions League final last year was on YouTube, not telly, because BT had it.
Yeah. Ridiculous. So maybe this is the way it will eventually go, and we're sitting there in 5 years. We'll be going, how fun is that? Look, we're sort of questioning it. Now we got our fucking. We ain't got any consoles anymore after that PS5 was the last one. Now it's the Streambox series.
And we're loving life.
Stadia Kings now.
Stadia, no download patches, just automatically.
See, that sort of thing, that's impressive, that you never got to deal with that shit. I've got to say, with that fucking Assassin's Creed Odyssey, it's one of the first games I've really known that it takes a good sort of 4 or 5 minutes to actually get into the game. Turning that on, all the loading screens, I'm like, fucking hell. And it crashed the other day and it kept doing it. So I had to redo it. And I was thinking, fucking hell, with these new SSDs and that, and this streaming service, I can just press this button and I'm playing.
Oh, yeah, the SSDs, I forgot about those.
This is going to be, the new era is going to be ridiculous. And we're going to be laughing at how slow that old shit was. But do you feel the same about?
I think it's I agree. I think the market's not for us yet, but it doesn't mean it can't be. It just has to get to a point where it becomes more financially sensible and stable, that it's trustworthy. And there's still something about internet that I don't. I remember when I was looking at getting telly for this place, and I thought, right, do I get a Skybox or do I just bundle BT TV in with my internet? And then I looked into the detail of it, and it was like, you need like an old satellite for BT, but also the internet, the TV will, so a lot of the channels will run off the internet. And I was like, I don't be trusting that. And it's not been, there's something about that. But then most of the time when I'm playing an online game, very rarely have I had interruption from my internet. Like, it's a similar thing. I think it's time now to start looking at that market and seeing what happens, and within a few years I think we'll see better where it is. A bit like VR, which is probably still in its early stage a little bit, even though it's been out a while, but we've got a much better idea of where VR sits in the market, because we were talking about that changing the landscape, and it hasn't done it yet. Doesn't mean it can't. And I think streaming will be the same. I think there should be a market for streaming it either to your phone or even to your telly using a Chromecast or something, where you haven't got to buy a console. There's people out there where it will suit them, but then again, I thought about that, about the Steam box, and then look what happened with that. It went down the fucking shit pan. So you never know, really. You never know. These games, we done Half-Life, Alex. Halo Infinite, up or down?
Up.
It's not. It feels like a bit of a damaged.
I was going to say,
it's not damaged. It doesn't feel as hype as it used to be. Do you remember when Halo 3 was coming out for that 360?
And I was fucking over the moon for that. They had them trailers, the live action trailers. Yeah. I think after the damaging of 4 and 5, it seems to have dipped down. It's not a big. I used to love Halo, but it has sort of fizzled out for me. It doesn't almost feel like a banker these days, like it's not much of a draw. If they said, right, this is the one exclusive that it comes with, it's going to be a launch thing, I don't think that's enough for me to buy it.
Doesn't carry enough weight for me. Unless they preview it or demo it and it looks out of its world. But based on 4 and 5, which is all we have ready to go on modern-wise, you'd have to say no.
And it's the same studio doing it, isn't it? On 343.
Yeah, 343.
So, no, not for me. So, it's a Halo game. To be honest, I haven't bought a Halo game on day one since Reach, I think. Yeah,
really?
Reach was the last one. So I didn't buy 4 on release or 5. Didn't even own an Xbox One when 5 came out. When I bought my Xbox in 2016 or whenever it was, I bought the collection and played through them. But drilled through them and thought, well, that was meh. So not for me, but not a no, because you never know, and I will eventually play through. But the trailer looked good and the graphics certainly looked amazing, but it needs almost like a reboot, and it doesn't feel as much. How long has it been? It's been probably a fair few years, but I suppose because we've just recently had a remaster of 5, haven't we? The collection's been knocking about. It doesn't feel like it's been ages since Halo's always sort of bobbed about. So we haven't.
It's there.
It doesn't feel like we haven't had one. So the potential's there, but. Don't know.
We'll see about that one. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. This is a personal. Just looks like a really in-depth RPG vampire setting. I've heard that the original was really in-depth. It's really difficult to play now because they've not forward compatibled it to
really. I could say I wishlisted it on systems. Steam. I found it on Steam, but again, there's games on Steam that you can buy, but you can't even play.
Can't play
them, I think Street Fighter / Tekken game I've wanted for fucking years, and you can buy it on Steam, and it keeps going on sale, but you can't physically play it on Windows 10. So you have to have an old fucking goat of a PC just to play it. Ridiculous. But this is one I was a bit like the old Prototype, a little callback. I saw the trailer for this Bloodline and thought, fuck me, that looks good. I wouldn't mind getting that. And then, as I do, think, right, how many games have I got to play to get to this bit? Found that, and I thought, interesting. But it definitely looks like a very PC game.
I'm hoping that Bloodlines 2 doesn't. What was it, 2004 when the first one came out, or something stupid? It came out fucking years ago. I'm hoping this is like. Okay, it says it's Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, but it doesn't have anything to do with the original. That's what I'm hoping. It's one of those.
Complete blank slate.
It was 2004. A fantastic guess.
Newcomers welcome.
Yeah, newcomers welcome. Open the fucking door up.
I'll be happy for that. But yeah, I'd like to see. Certainly got my eye on it. But yeah, don't know too much about it. But yeah, it seems like a real PC in-depth RPG. Something to sink your teeth into. Pardon your pun.
Absolutely. Any other games that you've earmarked for 2020 that we haven't spoken about? I feel like we've kicked the shit out of a lot of stuff. I'm sure there's a few.
Have a look. Games 2020. Just quick Google just to see. Infinite. God of Monsters is another one that came up. It was just
Ubisoft
jobby. I did it. Looked a bit like Breath of the Wild in its visuals, and it's from the same people that made Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Now, after playing that, it's put me off. So. A little shitty one is the Lego Star Wars The Skywalker trilogy.
So
I've just recently played through the original, the 360 version of the Lego. Well, this new one is that, but remastered and fully voiced. And it has the two last games, so you have The Last Jedi and Rise of the Skywalker. So it'd be a little interesting one, but if it's just the same sort of, Lego games, you get what you pay for, the same little shit. I thought it'd be a little interesting one. Not a day one for me, I don't think. Bleeding Edge, is that's that new, that's from Hellblade, isn't it? Ninja 3, is it? They're trying to do like a sort of online multiplayer.
Yeah, that was a bit like... Nah.
Yeah. Another little one that I think you've shown an interest to, Predator Hunting Grounds.
Yeah, absolutely.
Seems like a cool idea, that 4-on-1 or whatever it is. We both are fans of the Predator trilogy. Or franchise, whatever it is.
Wow,
be interesting.
We're a fan of Predator 1.
We'll leave it at that.
We're going to
leave that. But yeah, it's a potential. It's from the same people that did Friday the 13th, which looked fun, but I heard was quite fun because of how buggy and it was. And other than that, there's a few on here that we haven't really seen much, like this new Godfall that's supposed to be coming out. It's supposed to be a PS5 launch game, isn't it?
That's it.
Then you had that Outriders. There was another.
Outriders. We've got stuff like Metroid Prime 4. I don't think it's going to come.
It does interest me, actually, that could potentially be a little first day purchase for me. Based on nostalgia, and I think possibly it's coming to Switch, is Streets of Rage 4. I was a big fan of the Streets of Rage games as a kid. So yeah, this does quite interest me, and I think it looks quite fun and cool. If it's knocking about for less than 40 quid, then I might have a little sniff at it, because it's quite a fun little game. But I think that wraps up 2020 for me. I don't know if there's any others you thought of.
No, there's a little game called 12 Minutes.
Oh yeah, is that
I'm looking at
the same as that Her Story or whatever it was, or is that?
No, I don't think it is. But it's the premise is that you play the same 12 minutes over and over, and it's like a time loop,
right.
And then you have to try and. But from what I've seen, it looks like someone like breaks in, or the police arrive at the doorway and end up killing you and or your wife, and you've kind of got to find a way of getting out of there. So it just looks interesting. Again, it might play like it looks like a bit more of a point and click jobby, like you sort of point and look at your environment, and then over time you learn stuff. And I'm hoping that it's a time loop jobby, and you can get from the. They're saying it takes inspiration from The Shining, Memento, and Rear Window.
Good Lord, so that's a sort of pedagogy chum.
Free Cackerjacks there. Cackerjackers. Speaking of Cackerjackers, Skull and Bones.
Yeah, that was the one that was sort of taking inspiration from the Assassin's Creed ships, wasn't it? Like the old pirate game.
Yeah, everyone went, look, we love Black Flag, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, number 4. We love that. Please, Ubisoft, can you make us a pirate again? And I think Alan got wind of it, and he went, I'll tell you what, we'll make their game they want. And all they've really done is made you a boat. Because You can't get off the fucker.
Oh, that's
and run around.
right. Yeah.
You've been gone from a swashbuckling pirate to controlling a boat, and that's what you are.
You are a glorified fucking pirate.
Yeah.
But it's obviously been hit.
Elden Ring.
Yeah. I was going to say I like the idea of George R.R. Martin doing it, and then I'll see gameplay and go, oh look, it's as fucking hard as Bloodborne. I ain't getting touched.
Yeah. Beyond Good and Evil 2 looks excellent, but I don't think it's coming this year, so
nah.
I ain't going to talk about it till we see anything else. And I think that's it really. For
the breath, that's up until E3. Then we're going to get a plethora of other games that we don't even know about.
Yeah.
That will come out. You get a few, didn't you? That go, oh, it's coming out in October or something. Fucking hell. So.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how it develops, but we've got our sort of core games there, and we've got new consoles. It's start of a new decade. There's a lot going on in 2020.
Big year.
We'll all see how wrong we was at the end of the year in terms of Fantasy League and predictions as well. But if that's all from you, that's all from me. And we're going to thank everyone for their time and say ta-da.